When I sat down and started to write the introduction to our next guest, it quickly became apparent that after the end of page 1, her life's career, known and unknown, would fill a book, and indeed hopefully it will when she pens her autobiography very soon. My guest this week has been involved with just about every facet of the entertainment industry. As a beautiful model and talented dancer, she's found her way into the world of broadcasting and voiceover work. As a TV and radio personality, her attractive looks and particularly unmistakable voice have earned her credits far beyond what we could possibly list in this brief overview. In radio, she's excelled as a news anchor, winning numerous awards for her outstanding work in broadcast journalism. Feeding stories to NBC during the Gulf War, she kept listeners in touch with what was happening, as others of her peers on the front lines relayed information to her. She's been credited for breaking the story about the tragic 1982 crash of Air Florida Flight 90 in Washington, D.C., while also holding the honorary and prestigious coveted position as regional president of the American Women in Radio and Television. As a film star, her accolades bring her the esteemed honor of being referred to as the Queen of the B-movies, having done many, most notably for her starring role as Kim in the 1978 cult horror classic Bloodstalkers, directed by Robert W. Morgan, which was filmed right here in South Florida. She's also been center stage in other roles, alongside Muhammad Ali in The Greatest, Eyes of a Stranger starring Lauren Toos and Jennifer Jason Leigh, The New Kids with Lori Loughlin and James Spader, and the hit film Police Academy 5, featuring a who's who of Hollywood greats. Television has brought her an appearance in the long-running hit series Miami Vice, along with many on-camera jobs locally here in South Florida, where she currently works as the signature voice of the Miami PBS affiliate, WPBT Channel 2. She's also the network voice of the long-running national PBS show, The Nightly Business Report, seen weeknights around the world. Toni Crabtree has not only redefined South Florida broadcasting with her own unique personality, but has set the standard in the industry by bringing back a sophisticated style of refined elegance and grace to a long-lost art, the art of voiceover. She's not only made a name for herself by managing to survive a very competitive industry that moves quickly to keep pace with the trends by singling out only the best of the best, but continues to do voice work for hundreds of clients throughout the United States and abroad. Her distinguished career spans nearly 40 years, with a close association with Johnny Carson's sidekick Ed McMahon on the Budweiser tours. She's hung out with many famous people, including Evel Knievel, and was even credited with bringing the twist dance craze to South Florida on Dick Clark's American Bandstand. Traveling the world, she's been on just about every continent and photographed some of the most exotic locations, including an opium den and an African safari. Now we're extremely pleased to have her here with us, right in our own backyard, where she calls home. A devout health nut, ecologist, humanitarian, and an animal rights advocate, a person I've had the esteemed pleasure of knowing for more than 30 years, professionally and personally. It gives me great pleasure to welcome one of my best friends, Toni Crabtree, to the Studio Voice.